comes to an entrepreneur and a businessman, there are two different things. What do you want to be? Just to remain as an entrepreneur, or you want to do business in Zimbabwe and be a business person?
This is a Zimbabwean who have stayed in the UK for more than 20 years and now owns a car rental here in Zimbabwe. Some of the things he revealed to me are shocking.
But if we can actually run the health system of other countries and they can actually trust us to run those systems, what about if we bring that knowledge to our hospitals? We can actually make the best of it. What are we doing as a state to lure those people to be coming back home?
I went on to ask if there's an opportunity to start a business abroad, and his response was,
it can be operating smoothly for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
Then you have a brother or someone who will report you. You shut that company down.
Hey, you mean like your own people?
Your own people.
No way.
Your own people. Yeah.
Your own people?
That's the, you see, that's the other thing about the black mentality. I think it's more, to be honest, it's more within Zimbabweans. Yeah.
I wanted to ask, like you mentioned something that is very important, generational wealth. Why is it as Africans, especially Zimbabweans, we barely leave anything for our kids, and if we do leave something for our kids, those kids, they are not able to take care or to push the business to higher heights, rather it crumbles?
Yeah, that's a very good question. Let me tell you, that's one of the things I actually learned in the UK about exposure. When you're in Zimbabwe, you think you have got money. When you go to a funeral, they'll be respecting you because you'll be having most of the money. No. That's a wrong misconception of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you want to do business, do what you enjoy most. Yeah. Don't just do anything. When you have actually identified what you want to do and what you enjoy most, invest the time in that, because one other thing, it's not going to stress you.
Yes.
And if you don't stress you, then you can actually learn much about it, and your kids will actually start having interest. Like myself, I do buy trucks and cars for other people.
Oh, you do that?
Yeah. So when you go to their units, their kids who are 11 years, 12 years will be driving a tractor unit like the one which is behind them.
Loading them up?
Loading them up. Then I'll be thinking,
oh,
but us blacks now, and Baba Bakwane shop.
Yeah. You never see me there.
You never see me here. Why? That's the problem. Because you'll be thinking, I want to go to the university, I want to be a doctor. Look at the Indians, the way they do their thing. The Indians, it's all set up. Their kids, one, they'll be speaking their language.
Yes.
Yeah, there'll be no Mpujambi or what. Yeah. Over the weekends, they'll be selling in the shops. When they come back from school, they'll be running the shops. Yeah. Then when they are dead, when the parents die, the kids are taking over because they've been seeing what their dads are doing.
Exactly.
But as we're told, ukaita footballer, ukaita rombe, ukadi. So we're not ukaita a musician, those kind of things, yeah?
I wanted to ask a question related to people who want to move back, like full time. You are here and then you are there. But those who are moving this side, would you encourage them to say, let's say they have like $100,000 and then they just come?
No. That'll be a disaster. That'll be a disaster. Because I've got a story, even my young brother, he tried to come back, but it was a disaster. Because one, you need to understand the system. The next, when you understand the system in Zimbabwe, you need to have a good networking of people, which lacks within the blacks as well. But some of us, we have actually started to invest in Zimbabwe. If I want something, I have to call my friend and say, Shamari, chakada indochwana kopi. I've got a problem with this. Who should I call? And most of the people who actually let you all down, their families. So that's why we have got problems about houses not being built when you send money, or when you send trucks being not managed properly. When you are running a business, you have to run the business because you love the business. When you come with 100,000, it's not really a lot of money. You go back after 6 months or 1 year. Why? Because in Zimbabwe, if you're not very careful, you can actually just, for a meal, you can actually spend something like even minimum 35 US to over 100 US.
True.
So if you're from diaspora, then you'll be thinking, oh no, I want this. Then the money will run out very fast.
Exactly.
But when you want to come back, you have to understand the reason why you want to do it, and say UK is very good, but I now want to go where I belong, where I'm comfortable, where I don't feel discriminated, where I can actually make a difference within the community where I grew up, where I can actually make a change and difference, or where I can actually start a company and say that no one has actually done this before.
So when you were planning to start this business, did you look at other people who are doing the same business in Zimbabwe and see how the market is?
Oh, yes, I did. I did, because during that time there was bigger companies like Enterprise. Impala was still doing very well during that period of time. But myself, it wasn't actually enough. I wanted to do something which was coming from the heart. Because most of the people, they were saying, do you know what, if you go to Zimbabwe with your experience, what you've actually acquired, and start a surgery and start something within this field, you will make more money. Of course, I can make more money maybe for a period of time, but the thing about healthcare, anything can actually go very wrong. And if something goes very wrong, if I don't have a good backup, it's going to haunt me forever.
Exactly. So I want to talk about the car rental business. How lucrative is it?
Very good, very good. Like the problem we have got at the present moment, like you see, we don't have cars here. We don't have cars. I've got only something like 20 vehicles. We do lack, but to be quite honest, we do lack capacity. When I refer to capacity, we've got more demand than what we can actually produce.
Really?
Yeah. I now understand the value of money, and I now understand that when I'm offering a service, it has to be top quality service.
Exactly.
Like if people are coming from the diaspora, they do expect the car to be perfect, the aircon to be spot on, the windows to be working quite okay, the car not to be smelling. They just want to enjoy their money.
I wanted to ask, like, when did you start seeing the returns?
The returns, myself, from where I've actually started, it was after something like 3 years.
After 3 years?
After 3 years. The good thing what I actually done, which is really important, is understanding the system in Zimbabwe and about social network and about having reports. When you are running a business, you need reports, you need feedbacks. Because I still remember, like when we started, we bought the Toyota Vitz.
Exactly.
We had something like 4 of those. We thought, we've actually done quite good. But as we went into the market, and after a while, we realized that they are not actually quite good for our roads. Especially us, we want to travel in bulk, maybe 4 people or 5 people, then the car will be already down.
Yes.
When it comes to this business, it's really quite challenging. You can actually just give up, or even just over the course of the night, because you're dealing with the public.
Exactly.
When you deal with the public, you have to be really patient, because we do have quite a number of accidents which do happen when the cars go out with the clients and so forth. So you need to have a good cover for insurance, and you need to talk to the insurance companies so for them to respond really quickly. And being in Zimbabwe, that doesn't actually happen. So when the car is not being booked or available for booking, we call it loss of income. So the car won't be making in much money. And we've got challenges with our roads. Although they are now far much better, most of the highways, they are now far much better than before. Just this morning, we're just dealing with shocks and springs for the vehicles. Some of them were just so local. So those are some of the challenges we do face, that you have to keep on putting money into the business, and because of this and this, things do tend to break. And we do lack capacity, and we don't have the enough resources or the money we want available for us who are doing this kind of business. So like I actually told you that we have got the big trucks as well. Those ones is such a nightmare when we're actually dealing with people will be actually working with, or companies. Like when you get a load like now, to go to Beira, that load can be paid something like 2.6 for a 30 ton. But it's daytime, it's a daylight robbery because that vehicle, or you'll be getting that load from a broker. So why can't you actually just go to the company directly? So most of the business is just been killed by people who have got leads within a company, who are in a position to find the loads or to find the work. Then they will just shield everyone else. That whether you've got good vehicles, but those who are just within the system, they will just shield you away and say that you have to come through someone for us to give you work, which is a very bad thing. And it does happen whether you're doing fuel, just the general laws, cross-border. These things about brokers is really affecting our companies.
You said that back then, people were going to the UK to actually learn something and then coming back here.
Yes. Yeah, because like my uncle, he went and got trained in UK.
Yes.
To run PTC, and they were coming back here. They were not settling.
So why are we not doing it now?
It's not the reverse.
Yes.
At this present moment, what we're doing voluntary slave, though. You can call voluntary slave trade.
Yeah.
Because when you go there, like now there is this epidemic of COS people coming to Zimbabwe or coming to the UK.
Yeah.
You work very hard for some hours and you spend most of the times at work. If I'm actually having problems myself, yeah, let's say if you are just a qualified nurse, yeah, you'll be paid roughly, if you are working for an agency, let's say that you've actually left the NHS, you are working for an agency, you can get around paid around £40 an hour, yeah? There was a time where we were getting around paid more than £60 an hour, but those times are gone, yeah? We're dealing with a reality now whereby they're cutting the amount of the money they give you per hour.
People are desperate now.
People are more desperate, but they don't have more money to spend. But let's say it's someone who has got a COS comes to Zimbabwe or come to UK, then they are paying that person £13 an hour, but the gas bill remains the same, or electricity bill remains the same. Those people, they are forced to work more hours to sustain the living. You see? So myself, if you've got something like 5,000 or 5,000 US to buy a COS, why don't you actually invest it in Zimbabwe? Rather than for you go there, you'll be working, but you'll be more stressed. And you work and work, then soon you are 50. Soon you are 65, you are still working.
How long have you been in the diaspora?
I went 97.
That is like 28 years?
Something like 28 years.
Yo.
Yeah.
So I want to ask another thing. Like, when you are looking at Zimbabwe right now, you see opportunities.
Exactly.
But when you're in the UK, do you see those opportunities of starting your own business?
Oh, even in the UK, there are opportunities of you doing your own business. But the system is so efficient that if you've got let's say you've got an SN agency, it can be operating smoothly for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
Then you have a brother or someone who will report you. You shut that company down.
Hey. You mean like your own people?
Your own people.
No way.
Your own people. Yeah.
Your own people.
That's that's the other thing about the black mentality. I think it's more, to be honest, it's more within Zimbabweans. I've seen Nigerians, they do work together.
Yeah.
South Africans, they do try to work together.
Yeah.
Then when you see what they do when they live in their communities, just imagine all what was happening during when the COS started. Of course, it had some loopholes, but if I make an agreement with you saying that if I take you that side, I want something like 5,000 or I want 2,000. If we do that agreement, let's honor that agreement. And when you're on that side, if we agree to something, let's stick to that.
Yeah, exactly.
But so many things, Zimbabweans being overworked, but some Zimbabweans selling those companies. Then at the end of the day, you report that person. After then the company is closed. Then you don't have a job. You are given 2 months to leave the country or something like that. It's now affecting you. So when I was watching my fellow brothers, I was thinking, what is it? When you actually start understanding business or want to do something in business, you actually start spending more time reading, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Reading and learning from other greats, how they were doing their things.
Exactly.
Because if you talk to, I think more than 70% of people who are in the diaspora, they will tell you, no, don't invest in Zimbabwe. No, don't do this in Zimbabwe. Yeah. But the problem is Zimbabwe all that bad? Or you don't understand the system? That's the question.
Oh.
Or you want to just have your money there and there and actually leave Zimbabwe. Because one other thing, when it comes to an entrepreneur and a businessman, there are two different things. What do you want to be? Just to remain as an entrepreneur, or you want to do business in Zimbabwe and be a business person? Because we now want to talk about generation wealth.
Yes.
Do you want the business to survive when you are gone? Or do you want to pass the baton to your son? And when you want to pass the baton to your son, you have to start investing and you have to build the business for someone to take over.
Are you seeing opportunities here in Zimbabwe?
There's loads of opportunities, but it's about having an open mind.
Oh.
You know, look at what he's done.
Yeah, exactly.
It's opportunities that people can do, but what you need to be is very patient and charitable with your time and understanding that nothing is made within a day. You know, Rome wasn't built within a day.
The other thing, what I wanted to point out about him,
Yeah.
we're just talking about it before you came. It's about supporting each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, about supporting each other. Like when he comes over, he said, Shaz, I need a vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm not going to look anywhere else. I want your vehicle.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I've got few friends who actually do that. Some have been referred by some guys in the diaspora saying, why don't you try Extreme Car Rental? They're very good, they're understanding. You can actually make your dealings wherever you want and they can actually still deliver. Like that other guy, we have left his vehicle there. He's another guy in the diaspora as well. Oh. So what we've actually done, we do support each other. Like a few guys have actually made those with accommodation. We've actually grouped our own accommodation. He was just telling me that he has got another mate who has a good accommodation.
Yes, the Hilton Guest House in Emerald Hill.
So what you're saying is that you are collaborating as people from the diaspora.
Yeah.
You have a car rental, other people have accommodation. So if someone uses your services, you can actually refer them or say, this is like part of the package?
Yeah.
Ah, that's amazing.
Like when you want to book for a flat, whether I've got the flat is available or my friend has got his flat available, we can actually say, this is the accommodation. A car can be here in the morning, or when you get there to the flat or to the house, you will still have a car for you.
That's amazing.
But the thing is much more than that. If your relative has got a business, you should be paying full, not wanting a discount. Why?
Yes, Zimbabwe always want a discount.
Because if your relatives are not willing to pay the full price, then how do you expect a stranger to come and do the same?
Exactly.
So you have to have that. Charity begins at home. So those people who see you rise should be there to support him like we do. You know, the guys you know are the people you say, so-and-so does this, I'll go and support him. People are willing to save £1 and give it to a stranger, or $1 and give it to a stranger because they've saved $1, instead of giving them to their friend who will buy you a drink with that $1 next time.
Exactly.
So it's those principles and concepts that sometimes people miss.
Exactly.
In order to save and give to a stranger or give to some other races. Let's not talk about race. But you know, people are quick to do that before say, you know what, I know this guy, my guarantee is not on a contract. It's because I know him. There's no way you want to do me a bad deal.
Exactly.
So you're getting much more than what you paid for.
Yeah,
It applies to everything. You get much more than you pay for if you use the people that you know, the people that you deal with. At the moment, I'm still setting up. So it's like little bits, you know. I've been traveling, seeing some guys that I was with in the diaspora. One of them owns a farm in Gokwe. So we're doing some cattle and goats and trying to move forward. And maybe a bit of manufacturing. But it's small bits at a time. Like I said, this is setup time. You come back, you look at what's available, what knowledge do we have? We share those bits and then we can provide bit by bit.
This area is our reception.
Okay.
It has got a story because we did convert it. It used to be a garage.
This space?
Yeah, it used to be a garage, but we converted it into our front office. So these are our two ladies who work in the front.
Hi, ladies.
She's our main secretary.
Okay.
This is the lady who is also in the marketing area.
Okay.
And he works with the guy who's actually holding the cameras for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the extreme, the elephant on the road.
So the company is Extreme Car and Truck Hire.
Exactly.
Explore Zimbabwe. So these are your services.
All these are our services: car rental services, safari tours, game drive, overlanding, chauffeur-driven vehicles.
Soon I'll be overlanding. I think I'll talk to you about that.
Exactly. We need to do that together.
Exactly.
We need to do that together.
Yes.
We also do shuttle service, airport pickups and drop-offs, group travels. So the type of vehicles we have, because we've got the quantum as well, when you want to do our tours, like the ones which are on the pictures, we do have all those vehicles as part of our services. So anytime we are reachable 24 hours, any problems, whether married or someone doesn't actually have a cover, we can actually use our vehicles to make the journey of your loved one quite a memorable one. Whether you're doing a wedding, we do cover those kind of things. You can actually hire our vehicles for weddings as well. So it's more than just the vehicles, or we do, whether you want to, whether you've got, let's say you've got issues of someone you want to be helped, whether even delivery or whether it's cash to someone you don't have an access. We can actually do that. We can actually do that. If you want to book a holiday, like my friend we've just been talking to, because he hadn't actually been here for a while, or most of the times when he was coming here, he was coming rushing because of work-related issues. Then he said, Tanaka, what do you want? I want to enjoy Zimbabwe. I'm coming with my wife and my son. Then I did arrange the holiday for him.
Imagine.
Then I actually said, when you want to travel to Victoria Falls, you don't need to do the trip in one day. Why don't you actually sleep over in just after Guerin and Lord Park, do the animal or viewing there,
you see,
or walking with the lions. Then don't actually drive the whole night to Victoria Falls. Sleep over at Wange Game Reserve. So we did do the accommodation there. We do the accommodation at Andrew Park. Then even way in Victoria Falls, the Boma, I was just involved in booking all those countries for him because I wanted. He's married to a white lady who is a quite good friend of mine because we have known each other for more than 24 years. And I said I wanted to have an experience that when you retire, I wanted this side as well. And already she likes it and said that I don't mind to retire in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is not actually very bad at all. It's just like any other country. But us Zimbabweans, we just have to put Zimbabwe on the map.
Exactly. Oh, this is the office. Oh, this is amazing. This is nice. This is nice. Wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is our for the managers and the other guys. This is our main office, whereby you can actually come and chill out. We did try to do some good standards, but it's still in the making anyway. As you can actually see, the house is still in the making as well. But we're comfortable, we're reachable, and another thing, if you show them that picture,
show them
that picture.
Yeah.
That was done I've actually set up now Extreme Foundation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Extreme Foundation. One of our kids who actually, it was done by one of our first kids who actually helped from Form 1 to Form 4. She's now working somewhere. So she was quite intelligent, and she approached me and said that I don't have school fees. Do you mind if you pay one semester?
Yeah.
Then I said, yeah, it's okay. So it was the child was in Gokwe. So as a result of that, I just said I'll keep on paying school fees for you.
You did that?
Yeah. So I've actually set up a foundation whereby I said it is to start from where I actually went to school first in Gokwe, which is in Mateta, whereby I say all the intelligent kids who are taking number 1 to 5, who are failing to pay for their education. I want to know about them. Then I will just give back to the community. We just pay.
Exactly.
Yeah. So long we get the receipts, and knowing that for this year we have paid for these kids, which I actually encourage people who are in the diaspora as well, because it's not really much, but you can just be making a difference in the community. True. Because we have to invest in our kids. We have to invest in these kids as well, those who are disadvantaged, because we have to pull togetherness. We can actually do so many things.